Well, welcome back to the B-Star. This is episode number 8, entitled The Struggle. Last session, the group um, met with Chemical Steven after recovering Cambria from the other group of rebels. Stephen wanted her to engage in a very specific job. Why she was needed for this job is very confusing now that you're at the location. And I realized too that my token for Cambria is not working, so we're just having a lot of fun today already. But the main thing is that he said he needs a listening post located at or located on Haru dealt with. And this doesn't sound like it would be something that, ultimately needs a way user, especially one as potent as Cambria happens to be. But for whatever reason, he does want her on this job. Your group agreed to do it, and we parked the Longhorn not too far from the current location we're seeing on screen, and then we traveled on foot to the coast to where the listening post is located. Before we get into it, uh, I will leave you to ask some questions about what you're looking at, about what we're kind of going up against. And while that's happening, I am going to be working on making sure this thing works the way I need it to. So yeah, feel free to ask any questions you might have.
All right. Getting to it.
Sure.
Uh, I I'm gonna possibly assume these are not safe to climb on, like the ropes connecting the towers there.
They are very sturdy. They are actually much more sound than you would think due to the necessity for them to be structurally present for the purposes of countering the wind, waves, high tide, low tide, um, and everything therein. So they are surprisingly sturdy.
Okay.
Now they aren't going to be something that you can kind of like,
Yeah.
what's it called when you uh,
Zip line.
Zip line.
zip line? You can't zip line because it's in the opposite direction.
Oh, I was only here for the zip line.
Oh, well,
I only agreed to do this mission when I saw the zip line.
I got the reference there. That was a good one.
I also got the reference. I was trying to think of the next line in that beat, but I couldn't for the life of me. Throw it up. Aww. Aww. Any other questions?
This water is green.
Yeah, I think it's a creative liberty. It's not
Okay. It's not like
toxic
Okay.
It's like ocean
I
water.
had to ask.
For sure, for sure. So far as you can tell, the rain in this place that you've kind of been dealing with for since you've been here has not caused you to die or anything. So far so good.
That's a plus. Okay. Do we know if there's gonna be like do they have any warning systems that we could tell that would be like, hey, they're getting onto the main area, or?
You are aware that they have the systems that would have shot your ship down had you flown over directly. So the presumption is that there will be automated systems in place.
Okay.
And bear with me here. You're pretty sure that if there is a security detail on site inside of the place, it will most likely be autonomous and not a group of hegemonic troopers.
Okay.
There may be some like living individuals present, but unlikely.
John, I forgot. What are these little pink pylons around?
Sure. Yeah, so those are the listening devices. There are two that are slightly different, or three rather, that are slightly different than the others, and that'd be these ones here. And from what you understand, those are basically the things that would have EMP'd frag your ship if it flew over and caused it to crash into the waves. But the other ones are basically sensors that are relaying information and data. This one here does not appear to be connected, so that's confusing, but it does appear to be operational, does appear to be doing the thing it's supposed to be doing. It is the outlier. It's definitely a strange one, to be sure.
This is more a party question. Other than me, is anybody else injured?
I am full health.
Yeah, didn't we heal?
We rested, yeah, but I didn't heal all the way with that, so I suppose was asking.
Oh, I was trying to heal you and failed.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine. I'm confident in myself enough to, still guns blaze it, but I just want to see if anybody else is down so that I know who to keep my eye on,
I'm good.
Other than
Nope,
Yeet.
surprisingly, I'm all good.
That is shocking.
It usually
Like we
doesn't go
should
that way.
Because you got the big boy treatment.
True.
Very true.
Okay. Does anybody, party-wise, have any ideas other than climbing the rope to get there? I feel like we probably could skip rocks over here, but
Did we bring bombs or anything to blow this thing up? I don't know how we're gonna take it down.
open my character sheet.
To get over, I know you guys got some grapplers, right?
Oh, we do. Excuse me.
There could be a route where we I don't know if we could skill check this over here, hop between rocks, get up here to where this pylon is way over here, and then just get across. I feel like if we're not going to be flying a ship or anything of that nature because it will get destroyed, I feel like it's not the worst option to maybe take a semi-dangerous route that we can have more security on using the grapplings. Like someone could hold the grappling line for other people so they could get across safely.
Yeah. We could also take a chance to investigate the outlier as to why it's not plugged in like the rest.
Yeah.
Do you guys notice Wilson?
What?
Wilson.
Wilson?
Look.
Wilson.
Look at him. Right here, little Wilson.
What?
Where are you?
Oh, Wilson.
Oh,
I see
yeah,
it.
there is
yeah.
a little
Yep.
Little Wilson.
Also, a lot of food waste.
Yeah, some
Hey,
Oh,
Chinese
you're
Anybody
food.
talking
eat that
about
pizza?
Portal, right?
Or,
No.
Wilson from
Wilson.
Castaway.
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 Oh,
Literally right there.
Look at him.
I guess.
On a real note, is anybody going to eat that pizza or?
Yeah, the
Oh my
wave
God.
battered pizza.
It's seasoning.
Salta.
You know what? I think there's a bucket of gravy over here spilt on the ground.
Is it good
I got a
gravy
straw.
Don't
though?
let him live it down.
Is it good gravy though?
I got a straw.
Oh God.
I gotta do that. I gotta do that one day. Just walk on here and have a cup with and just start drinking. What are you drinking? Gravy.
So that's really funny because I was watching a panel show from Britain, and it's called "Would I Lie to You?" They make up they either tell the truth or are making up a bit, and the other team has to decide whether or not it's real or not. And this lady said she made gravy lollies out of ice, you put them in the ice tray and then put a stick in them, so it's like popsicles, but made out of gravy.
Yep.
And I was reminded of Brent. Yeah.
Gosh.
I don't know if I'd be cool with cold gravy.
No, definitely not cold gravy.
You want warm gravy. And I don't think warm is
Especially like a milk gravy.
Yeah,
You
if
know
you let it
there-
get cold, it just kind of solidifies
There's-
into like a jello-ish type consistency.
There's a thing called chocolate gravy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's very good.
I know
Yeah, it
chocolate
is.
gravy,
Yep.
but yeah, that would make it good. Sure. Okay, focusing up. So it looks like the path is like you kind of think you have a good idea of it, but the outlier is a problem. What would you like to do to kind of investigate the outlier, the strange one?
Yep, I'm just moving my happy butt over there. See what I can see from this distance. Any of us got like cool eyes or anything? Kind of looking at Esso.
You say that in character.
Yeah.
It's
What?
like cool eyes, sir, and he'll like kind of like poke it. One of his like glass whatevers or
Any of those
whatever it
things
is.
have zoom or anything of that nature that you can look at that a little closer?
You poke it too hard. My optics are impaired. This is a Doctor Who
Line from-
reference. That
I would never sound like that. Anyway, sorry.
fair enough.
Dialect.
You say no.
That's. I don't think anyone brought binoculars.
I mean, I have my drone, but
Oh, that's
if
right.
it's
Do you?
yeah,
Did you repair it?
it wasn't broken. I didn't have it out last.
I broke it. All right.
Wait,
No, because I was the drone.
Why would
I don't...
you do that?
no one ever touched it.
Yeah, no, I sat there the entire time. No one even moved it. I got to see like half the episode.
The Chandler finally gets to take a break episode. Yeah, that shit was awesome.
That would have been a good episode for you to get Stone.
Yeah.
I was. It,
He's like, no. Yeah.
every episode's a good episode.
No, that's fair. I meant like, more than usual.
Fair. Okay, so again, the side of it there, distance-wise, if you're not like right up to it, obviously you can scan it. Perception check from Twee, or you can instead make a crafting roll. The crafting roll would be a lower DC than the just static perception.
Okay, I'll do crafting.
All right. 14. Still good enough. This does appear to be similar to the other listening devices, the receptors, which are, on the side. But it seems like instead of having kind of a outbound process where it is collecting data as it moves through, the planet's ionosphere, instead you have a situation where this one appears to be just kind of locally detecting, and your presumption is that this is basically an alarm system. Whether or not it's been tripped, you can't be too certain with that check, but you're pretty sure that proximity is definitely the way that it detects.
Oh shit.
And as is the case with most surveillance items, if it's destroyed, that will probably trigger the alarm as well. Do you bring this to the attention of the crew?
Of course.
Cambria will step forward and say, I can blind it. I have a way with machines. However, it will cause me some issue doing so. I won't be able to advance across these rough pieces of terrain. I can hold back here, though, if you wish. And she'll kind of like hold her hands as she kind of prepares to perform whatever technique she's going to do.
What if she blinds it and then we get across and then I hack it to disable it?
She'll nod her head. That could work.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay. Esso, go ahead and make an Arcana roll, and Geem, I believe you can do so as well. Oh no, you're not trained in it. Wow, you're not trained in a lot, buddy. Hold on a second. There's no way that's the case. Solarian.
No way.
Starfinder 2E. You're missing some proficiencies, my guy.
I might not have selected some of the character creation.
Mm-hmm.
Could be
Usually, like I got a ton.
We got a good amount.
You're trained in athletics, trained in a number of additional skills equal to 4 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh,
No.
maybe not.
You should have four more skills that you're proficient in.
Well, I still need 4. Alright, I'll pick those.
Yeah. Arcana's probably a good one.
Game
If-
just likes to live dangerously.
If you take it, then give me a roll, but if not, that's fine too.
Nope.
And so, as you kind of watch her, whatever she's doing, it's definitely beyond you, but you do feel like a certain kind of kinship to the technique. It does appear that she is operating in a way similar to you as a sentient but artificial being is kind of only capable of doing. You can't do what she's doing, but you feel like if you were to study or ask questions in the future, you might be able to do what she's doing. And she'll kind of reach out with the way, and it feels like to you, like a lance is kind of coming out from her and directly piercing into the core of the machine away. Nobody sees anything, but you feel the way being manipulated in this way, like she is piercing the mechanism and halting its operation. But in a way that makes it so it's blinded, not so much destroyed.
In a way.
In a way. way.
So glad you figured out that Game fucked his up so that I could look into mine and realize that I also fucked mine up. We have a good time. Thank you, Game. Thank you, Travis.
Thank
Your
you for
sacrifice will be appreciated.
That's what I'm here for.
leading the way and
So
not
here's
knowing
the
what I'm
next
doing.
question. How are we getting across? Are we just doing what I said, like someone hold a line and we hop? Or, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm prone to falling.
So is Brent by nature.
Yeah. The downside is
I can
my
climb the wall when we get over there.
my line only goes 50 feet. So best I could
And
guess would be
Rent by nature.
there.
So I'm saying, like, use these rocks as stopping points. They're going to be slippery, but, like,
Oh, got you.
like hop across, basically, with someone holding your
Yeah.
line, so if you fall off, you can be held, instead of just falling to your doom. And then we just trade off the line, and the last person holds their end, and then everyone on the other side make sure you don't fall to your doom.
How deep is the water right here?
So it's
So-
interesting. You kind of look down at it, and you can see that at some points you can see that there are rocks, probably 10 feet or so below. But due to the nature of the waves, you can see how the structures here are kind of pillar-like. But you can also see that the pillars themselves have like cracks and breaks in their surfacing. Under the water, it's worse. It's broken up into a point where it almost looks like there's teeth underneath, and the waves are moving with such ferocity that if you were to fall into the water, it's more likely than not that they would crash you against either the jagged rocks below or the hard rock surfaces of the cliff that you're standing on.
Gotcha.
I don't know about that. I don't really feel comfortable hopping across that.
I will say, Twee, as I did some study with the drone and the class that you are, you could probably just like connect yourself to the drone and fly across.
Oh, it could carry me?
Yeah.
Oh hell.
We have an airborne mouse.
Now, it's not a situation where you could like do that throughout the combat like Iron Man style. It's more of a situation where you're like very delicately kind of linking yourself to it with like a harness, your tool harness, and then flying across in very much a I am piloting the drone and that's all I can do while I'm going kind of situation. Don't get any cool ideas. God,
Damn it, John!
I can just Iron Man this shit. And maybe in the future.
Fly drone lands and just attaches to Twee's back and starts forming around her.
Yeah.
Repulsor blast.
Repulsor blood.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What's the big one from the Marvel vs. Capcom?
Oh, it's
Something cannon. Oh god, I can't remember. Anyway, not important.
Proton cannon,
That's it. Proton cannon. Very good.
which is fucking broken.
Yeah, I mean it's as good as Cyclops.
No, I don't know about that. Maybe it's Cable.
Cable sucks. Anyway,
No, he doesn't.
no, Cable's super art in that sucks. That's what I'm saying.
Oh well,
Yeah, it's like Ghostbusters beam.
I was a not to. I'm sorry to derail, but I was
It's too late.
a Guile Cable Akuma main.
You already know my three.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Yep. Cyclops and the Shatokans. Okay, so what you doing?
If I
I
can
like
fly across while they're thinking about it, I'ma just suit up and go across.
Yeah, Cambria will, as you kind of get prepped, she'll kind of move closer to the edge, do the lance, and you can go ahead and fly across. Shoom. Okay. Once you get there, you kind of drop down and kind of like get situated. What you'll notice is that once you've like stopped piloting the drone seems to be, if it remains aloft, like it's getting caught in the wind and is probably going to be buffeted back towards the shore. So do you want to land the drone and like basically and make it inoperated, like or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, turn it down. Okay.
Save it. Save the drone. This is my baby.
And then once you get to the device, you start popping it open. Go ahead and give me a computers roll.
Here's okay. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you watch, and then after a fashion, like everybody's kind of tensely kind of watching, Cambria's kind of maintaining her focus on the way. And you see Twee, and there's this kind of like moment where she kind of pulls out these goggles and starts kind of like focusing a bit more. And everyone's like, is she okay? Is it good? And then, like, once you're done, just signaling, because you can't hear anything. Obviously, we don't have like the ambience of waves crashing, but thumbs up across the way. Cambria will let down the force she's put onto the thing. And Twee, you're kind of stuck out there. This kind of downward position looks like it's about 20 or so feet below this cliff area, but you're pretty sure that with the drone flight you could probably get over and across. It's just that the winds are much stronger up here, and it'll require a check from you to be able to pilot yourself over.
nah, forget it. I'll wait till they get here.
Yep. Kind of just holding onto your drone and like the wind. And you're
This
just like,
water is scary. I'm pretty sure I can't swim. So
yeah, more than fair.
Yeah. I'll pull up my line, my cable line.
Hmm.
It's 50 feet. I'll tie it around myself first. And then hand it off to
Well, you're firing it across and then kind of tying the rope and the gun around yourself. Is that right?
So I think the plan we decided on was you would basically let the rope go slack. Someone would hold the slack end while it was still belted to the person. They scoot across, so if they fall, someone can just hold them. Was the original plan, and then when the person gets across, the next person can go with that. Because didn't we have two people with belts, or was one of them the mouse? Was one of them Twee?
Please the other grapple gun. Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Let's do it this way, where we latch it on and we use it as an anchor point instead.
Alternatively, Twee could fire her grapple gun to you, tie it onto the device, and then you'd have a line.
That works also, yeah.
Now, the only way you can relay that to Twee is if you have a comms unit or some
Which
sort
I
of telepathy.
I telepathy. I have telepathy. I tell Twee that.
Shoot your gun this way.
Hey Twee, can you shoot your grapple gun over here and tie it off on the machine there? Twee also said to be right back in the chat.
So then we will assume that Twee cooperates. Now the cliff that you're on and the cliff that Twee's on are two different elevations. Hers is lower than the one you're on. So with where she hits it, and where it's at, you can just zip line across.
Heck yeah.
Do like this.
Oh, space! Welcome Solutions. Thanks for the 19 months. I will take your money, sir. All right, it's connected to the coast and ziplining across. There's no checks. It's pretty safe, but you just need something that you can utilize as a kind of zipline device. A rifle works, a pistol does not. Or any kind of like sword or
I have a shield if somebody needs one.
I don't think a shield would work.
I have my own rifle.
Wait for what? I'm sorry.
Does zipline across?
Oh, I have a spear.
That works perfectly. Yeah. So if you're able to zipline across, there's no roll needed. You're able to get to where Twee's at, that little patch there. But you may notice something. There's definitely not a lot of real estate on that space. And it's slick, and it's windswept, and it's covered with seawater. So, do you want to go across first, Esso? I mean, that's okay, but just keep that in mind.
I'll wait.
You'll probably you'll probably need to be able to move and maneuver out after that.
Yeah, I'll go across first.
Okay.
Since I have the other grapple gun.
You kind of slide across. Do you have a rifle or something to do it?
Could my auto grappler itself be used? Like
No.
the gun part of it? No?
The auto grappler is basically, if you've ever seen Batman, like with oh my god, what was the first Batman actor?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, little.
Yeah.
And then you can latch to your belt.
Before I go across then, would a flashlight work?
No.
Okay, I'm getting less.
The flashlights in this universe, I think, are less like mag light and more like, small little like LED bling kind of devices.
I'll hand Ross my rifle and say, have Twee send it back with the drone.
Okay.
Just so we can use it to get across this.
Yeah, I don't think a battle glove would work either.
You don't have a lot of long stuff.
No.
All right.
I'm very tall, but my weapons aren't.
Fair enough. You're handed a rifle. You put it over the line. You slide across. Once you make it to the other side, it's very hard to kind of talk to Twee. And again, I don't have the ambience. Let me see if I can't find it real quick and add it. But there's definitely like heavy waves crashing. It is very hard to hear each other once you're on the other side. What do you say directly to her?
I use my telepathy. And be like, hey, Twee, can you send this rifle back over with your drone to Smalls, please? So that he can get across.
Oh, that's not Waves. That's a song called Waves. Sorry.
Is the gun heavy enough so that my drone doesn't, get lost by the wind?
In this, on the way back, it's easier than going up the next bit. It's kind of protected by your little shelf that you're on, and it's kind of closer to the thing. So yeah, you can send the gun back over. That's fine.
Okay.
And then, you said this was up higher than the one we're on now?
I don't want music that is called Waves. I want the sound of waves, you stupid thing. Yeah, this is taller. And it looks as though that the wind is kind of sweeping a little bit harder against this shelf here that you're looking at.
Okay.
Can my drone be used to bring game back?
Yeah. Game doesn't have a harness, no.
I think Game has a item we can use to cross over. If not, we can just send the gun back again.
I was about to say, let's just send the gun back and forth. That'll work for us all, and it will be pretty swift at that point. I don't know if Cambria will want to be like us plebeians and use the rifle, but that's up to her.
I'm annoyed. Ambiances.
Do I think, would grappling up to this be possible? Even though it is, more windswept? Or would it be more difficult?
It'd be more difficult.
What waves crashing?
I just typed waves, and that showed all the options, and there we go.
I feel this one, yeah.
What?
Anyway, it's like we're there. Dean, you're able to make it across if you're wanting to take the rifle back over, but it is it is it is Smalls' rifle. Your rifle was brought back and then taken away from you, Smalls, and sent right back over.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the plan.
Yeah. The drone goes back over, grabs the rifle, comes back, gives it to Smalls. Esso has a spear. Cambria has an item. So if you're making it across, that's fine. But the problem is at the current state of it, with you three on it, and I know you're kind of maneuvering yourself in a way that doesn't make it look like you can. This is basically the loadout of this small little rock. If anybody else gets on here, I'm going to require some balance rolls.
Okay.
I would get on my comms unit and say, one of y'all need to move.
Yeah, I was gonna say grapple up to it and then, tie it off here and then climb it, but that seems like it's not gonna help us much.
How strong is the wind here? Like, would it push me if I was to try to jump over?
Yeah. It'd require an athletics check if you're trying to climb it or leap it.
Geem, if you want to try that, I'll hand you my cable. That
Oh,
way if
that's
you
because
fall,
I
then
have a
I'll forward
climbing
back.
speed. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, so you have a climbing speed, so you'd have so you'd have some sort of benefit from the climb. The DC would be lower, I think, but it'd still be an athletics check. If you want to try it, you can.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want to tie this rope around you first, or?
I'll be honest, team probably would have been like, "Oh, we need to move," and done it immediately. So.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics roll. So you kind of make your way over to the cliff area. You kind of brace your fingers into it. You start climbing. And as you kind of make it up about halfway, this gust of wind kind of catches Game and causes Game to kind of start sliding down. If you've ever played like Breath of the Wild or anything, it's kind of a similar, effect. Game,
Wet moss.
yeah, you kind of like touch the bottom again and kind of like brace yourself, but realize that it's much more difficult for you to climb than you'd expected, even with your kind of sheer claws and able to kind of like pierce into it. At this point, I would say that if you do attempt it again, the athletics check will be at a more difficult for you DC.
You said we could try to jump it, right?
Yeah, it's 20 feet up. I didn't know if Game had like some kind of Solarian power that allowed.
I had the Stellar Rush. I mean, I could have a running start.
Yeah,
but-
Stellar Rush is kind of more of movement stuff, but yeah, I didn't know if you had like some sort of like Jedi power Solarian power to like leap high distances. You can attempt to climb again, but like I said, the DC is going to be a bit higher.
Yeah, I'm reading some stuff real fast.
But so any of us can try to climb it, though, right?
Yeah,
Like, it's not-
absolutely. It's just easier for Game to have done it.
Because he has the ability to climb.
So the DC for him was 13.
Lower.
And the DC for you is higher than 13. Also, if you fail by a certain amount, it won't be as forgiving as what happened to Game.
Yeah. Oh.
Game, you're able to kind of brace yourself, kind of looking up at it. You kind of like pull the claws out, and you can feel like the fungus inside of your body, like pushing the nails further out than they should be, almost peeling back at the flesh a bit to kind of reveal bone. And as you kind of like hop up and climb onto it, and you all watch as Game's like slamming his feet into it and manages to make it to the top. And just in case you were curious, the number that he just rolled was exactly the DC. and also it's exactly the DC that other people would need to get it.
Yeah.
There is
Okay.
a single space on the platform now for another person to come across.
So do you want me to go or you?
You go.
Alright. I grab my rifle and whee! And I send the rifle back on the drone.
Oh, you don't need to.
I don't need it.
Oh.
Oh. Ross, I don't know how I'm gonna make it up there. I can't climb
I
that.
have an idea, Twee.
Don't you have a drone?
The drone can fly her, but it will require her to pilot it very well to do it. So she'll need to make a computer's roll instead of an athletics roll.
I'm gonna tie the rope around me and kind of knot it real tight, and then I'm gonna hand Smalls and Twee the other end. Like, if I fall really bad, try to pull me back up. And then I'm going to attempt to climb it.
Okay.
You're gonna hand me the rope?
Well, I handed it to Smalls and you.
Smalls is hugging this beacon.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
He's looking down at Twee going, well, at least she'll try, I mean. Oh my gosh.
I would. Ross needs to die at this point.
That's
Ross
our
needs to-
captain.
Did you fire it up at the top, or did you fire it back, or did you hold it back here? Where is the rope linked? Because you said you tied the rope to your waist, but you didn't say where you put the end of the rope to connect it. So, I mean, having a rope tied around your waist is all well and good, but it's like wearing a belt if you didn't link it to something. So what did you link it to?
I would probably have left it back here, like onto this.
Okay, and then you kind
like
of,
a safety net.
as you were kind of like going, you were like loosening it to kind of like give way, and then
Yeah,
as you started
yeah.
climbing, you kind of gave yourself a little bit of berth. Okay, cool. So with that roll, you'll watch as Ross like kind of like is climbing, and he kind of like is looking for a spot to climb, and then like a gust of wind hits him, and as he's kind of bracing, you see his fingers like slide off of the rock, and he goes cascading down and hits with like a mean slam into the rock, disappears into the waves. Go ahead and roll 2d6, Captain Ross. So you'll take that amount of damage, and you're currently in the water. In response to that fall and that splash, Twee and Smalls, you're the ones that can immediately react, and then I'll check with the others. But what would you like to do in the immediate moment that happens?
Start ripping that rope.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check, Smalls. Yeah, basically, like, as you're seeing him fall, you're grabbing a hold of the rope and immediately, like, kind of, like, locking yourself onto the spire and pulling, using it as, like, a counterweight. And you watch as he hits the water, you hear kind of, like, a loud thunk, and then you just see him, as you're pulling, just dragged up the side of this rock. And you're able to kind of pull him out and fish him out onto the surface here. He's worse for wear, but it definitely looks like he left a decent amount of himself in the water. And he's probably doing like a like a gasping effect.
Those rocks are slippery.
Damn it, Ross. You need. Oh. What was that? We shouldn't have gone on this mission. We shouldn't have gone.
And as you're all like yelling at each other, and Smalls is kind of getting situated back into the grappling of the post. Game's just at the top of the surface, just like arms crossed, watching.
I want to try at this point. I want to do basically the same setup, so if I fall, I can be caught.
You snap.
How tall is Smalls?
Like
Push.
5 something?
I was gonna say 5'10".
He raises his hand up as high as he can. Can I grab it with my long Solarian weapon?
No. It's like 20 or 30 feet, so, I mean, we're looking at...
I have a 10-foot range with my weapons.
I don't think that's how the Solarian weapon works, in that, like...
And we'd still be 10 feet apart at that point.
I feel like it's more of like you punch and it sends out the energy type thing, not that it extends.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're basically
Like,
energy weapons. Like you're definitely asking somebody to effectively grab a lightsaber, my guy. Like it's not.
Well,
Yeah, it's not like a physical, tangible, grabbable thing. And even if it were, it probably wouldn't be something you could grab a hold of and get any purchase on. It's not made for that.
I just want to kind of all natural it anyway.
All right.
hell yeah.
So
I
you're
get
taking the
the
grappling gun away from Ross, and you already have most of the rope anyway. So you just kind of like lash it to your belt. Are you going to attach it to there, or are you going to reload the grappling gun and then fire it up?
So I'm going to reload it and fire it up this time because I feel like that is more helpful than it being directly behind.
Scheme, it's not super necessary, but when you see it kind of click into place, you're able to kind of like secure it with your hands and kind of hold it down to better kind of keep it in the rock. So if something does happen, it will be on the point of failure will be on the small side and not on the rock side.
Also, I gotta be honest, I trusted Geem a lot more than the other two to actually pull me up.
Yeah.
My rolls, I wouldn't trust me with shit.
Now, if you're just leaving the rope down and you're using the rope as like a climbing device, that will require an athletics check. But if you are just pulling the button on the grapple gun to get up there, that does not require a check at all. You are able to zip line right up to the top if you want to.
Wouldn't that be stranding these two?
Effectively, yes.
Okay, I'll try to climb. I'll be a good boy.
All right.
Athletics.
Essa, while you're watching that, are you going to zip line across to the spot that they're on, or?
I hate everything. I hate everything.
No, not yet.
Okay. And you tied it to yourself, right, Smalls?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Game. Jesus, me and Ross, yeah.
Go ahead and roll me.
We're a mess, man.
Because you're attached to this side, there's a situational difference in that you're going to be rolling me 3d6.
Oh, that's. Oh, hey, can my rolls be low here too? You know what? At the end of the day, 8. I'll take the damage. There we go.
Yep. So you are, instead of thrown into the water, the wind pushes you with enough force to kind of push your frame away and bash it against the rocks. So you're basically just like fluttering around on the rope. Geem, if you want to try and pull him up, it's an athletics check.
yeah, why not? Yeah, I figured.
Okay. So you try. Smalls, you're basically hanging there. At this point, you have two options. You can attempt to try and climb up, or you can safely descend down to where you were. Either way, you're going to take a little bit more damage, but not as much as you just took.
What does going up entail? Another
You're going to make an athletics check, or no roll, get to the bottom.
Brother, we're not cowards here.
Yeah, sufficient. So basically, Geem's kind of pulling at the rope, but not really doing a lot on that side. But you see that like it's kind of causing the line to get a bit more taut. You shove your feet against the rock, and you just start forcing that shit, pushing your feet foot after the foot, and basically Batman and Robining that shit. You get to the top, you scramble up next to Geem, who's kind of like helping you onto the surface, and you kind of untie the grapple belt and have it. What you'll notice is that if you were to toss it back down at this point, it would basically get swept away and start like moving towards the coast, like fluttering. As you can see, this power line here, like down here, is being swept by wind. It's not able to kind of stay down. So you realize that you currently have a grapple gun, and there's really no safe way to lower it down to them.
I still stand by the fact there's a drone. It won't be carrying anyone, but it can come up and get me, and not it, but me, the grapple gun, and bring it back down to him.
It could try, but the drone, like I said, because of the wind, is going to require a piloting roll. Otherwise, it's going to get backed against the rocks itself.
Couldn't it just go out like 40 feet and then over?
No, that's worse.
Like
the wind's coming from the north.
Then couldn't it go to the left here where the wind would be blocked and then go up?
That's smart.
Like, Twee should be a pretty pretty good pilot. I would trust her into the wind, let alone. But if you want to play it safe,
that is smart. Either way, it's going to require the computer's rolls checked. I will say, with the idea of kind of trying to use a maneuver it on the underside of the rock there, it will have a lower DC.
we haven't made it into the mission yet, and me and Ross have taken a combined like 15 damage. So
you are in the mission actually. You are doing.
I meant like we're not in the building yet.
You're doing great.
Tweet, does that sound like a good idea? You would hear over your comms unit.
Is that still not coming across?
I don't think John's moved his token, is what it is.
Not yet. No.
You're not coming.
I don't want to. There's too much. It's slippery. I'm waiting for them to figure out a couple more people. Then we'll go.
Well, Ross, I'm gonna throw you my grappling gun. Because I have one too.
You mean hand him, right?
Oh yeah, hand. I'm not throwing anything.
If I have to roll to catch it, it's going in the water.
I have to roll dice. The worst.
Yeah.
The worst can only happen.
It's fine. I'm getting all the bad rolls out tonight.
Didn't we use Tweez for the grappled over here?
No, we use mine.
Oh. Whose did we use to get up here?
Oh, no, yeah, that's right. Tweez is grappled right here.
We're currently out of grapple guns, so...
Yeah.
No, we didn't
Yes.
use mine.
There's a line that's connecting to where Esso's at, and there is one that is currently being held by Smalls.
Yeah.
That we need to get back
you're
across.
AFK.
No,
So Esso needs to make it across, but someone else needs to clear the space if Cambria is going to make it across.
This means I'm gonna have to fly over to Game and then fly back. I don't like this water stuff. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Alright, I'm gonna do it.
So wait, are you flying like Small suggested?
Yes.
Okay. So you're going south and up and around. So go ahead and make a computer's roll.
I believe in you.
You got this.
So as you're piloting it, you kind of like get it kind of low because you want to stay out of the wind, kind of keeping it under the rock bridge. And this massive wave comes from the south, comes crashing towards it. And Ross is like, "Hey, hey!" And as you're like seeing it in real time and looking down at your panel, you very quickly and deftly move the thing up. It scurries up the side of the thing and is able to get to here. And it can recover the grappling gun.
Ross, I fucking hate this mission. If I lose this drone.
as Smalls is loading it and she's waiting, and she's like kind of like back to the post, looking at Ross and yelling at him.
What?
Just angry mouse face.
Ross is just kind of like dumbly staring at you. So cute. So cute.
He knows. He knows.
No, he knows, but he's trying to watch it out of his brain. He doesn't want to know.
I don't know a lot after hitting my head against the rocks.
So
she'll get over it.
With that roll and that attempt, I will allow for the whole process to go. So Smalls, you load the grapple gun back onto the drone and it descends back to the mouse or the rat.
Yep.
Okay. You have the grappling gun. Ross, you're pretty sure that if you shoot the grappling gun up there, it will zip line you up there without a roll. But it will put the grappling gun back up there.
Yeah, it only solves a little bit of our problem.
It does because she can
Well,
send
can't
the drone
he shoot
back.
Can't he shoot the grappling gun back down? And then someone grabs it and he lets go of it?
It would fall in the water, probably.
Well, no, if he shoots into the rock and then someone grabs it.
If he comes over, then we could take Tweez back, right? Because then both of them can come over.
Yep.
I promise you, there is a purpose for this. It's a team working exercise.
I think just
Whatever.
using the grappling gun and trusting that the +9 on the computer's check from Twee is more than enough to get the drone safely back and forth. is probably the safest option for our characters.
Well, we actually only have to do it once, too, because I can take Twee with me up in the grapple, because you can take one medium and one small creature, and then those two come over. One of them uses the grapple, so we only got to bring it back once.
Yeah, I think that's a really good plan that keeps us all alive and breathing and not in the water.
So you want to grab Twee, pick her up after she did the crazy mad face to you, just like, oh, pick her up, put her over here, as she grabs a hold of the drone, and all three of you kind of just zip up there. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the plan.
that works.
If he had to make a roll for it, I was gonna say just leave me here.
Nope.
Yeah, I misunderstood originally. I thought it was using the grapple gun over here will make you use like a shooting roll or something to try to get it in there.
Nope. You can hit the target. That's absolutely fine, and most of the rock's going to be sufficient for you to get up there. The thing is you're taking it with you. So
yeah, that's the part I misunderstood.
And then Smalls was like, well, I'm just going to climb the line then. And he said he's tying it to his waist, which is basically serving the same purpose as the grappling gun just zipping up there, because he's tied to it, so he's taking it up with him. So
I was thinking more of a belay situation where you can untie it at the top and it drops down, but you're right.
yeah, and even dropping down, it would still just kind of sweep off in the wind. So absolutely fine. So the platform is cleared, Your Highness. Do you wish to make your way over there? And Cambria will follow as well. Once Cambria is up there, she'll kind of grab a hold of the line, unentangle it from the thing, and then recoil the grappling gun with like a professionalism that is obviously not something that your crew possesses. And then she'll look to you, and then she'll speak, and you can hear her just fine, despite the waves. She says, "Do you need this or not?"
Yeah.
She'll hand it over to you.
And I'll use it.
Okay. And you're able to zipline straight up there, no problem?
Do we want to send the drone with the other one back for Cambria?
She kind of shakes her head like, it's fine. And you'll see her kind of stare for a second at the space, kind of focusing on just everything present and around her. She will then kind of focus energy into her body and then just slowly and casually walk towards the end. And once she makes it to that position, she kind of drops down, like squatting into like almost a Spider-Man pose, and leaps straight up into the air and lands next to Game.
Fucker.
It appears that she casts the spell Jump.
I'm sticking by her.
Are these easily able to get up, or are we gonna have a climbing situation again?
These won't be as hard. Definitely easy enough to get up, and also you can kind of buff it, kind of place yourself so that you're on the southern side against the wind, or away from the wind. So there's no problem. You can kind of get your way up there.
I'm not a good climber, so Ross, I'm gonna jump on your back.
Okay.
You
Peg
think
leg
he
and all.
is?
Well, I mean, I'm tall enough. I could probably, if they're not too high, I could probably just kind of toss a little bit and get Twee up there.
Okay.
Cambria will move over to the device here, and when she gets to it, she draws her light blade, kind of looking to you, and it's just like this very brilliant looking kind of bluish silver color, and she will insert it into the device, causing it to spark a bit, twist the blade and pull it back out, and it seems to go off. It's no longer kind of glowing anymore. These were the ones that would EMP blast you if you were above.
Oh, okay. Rock on.
You ought to think about offering her to stay with us.
She is staying with you. She's got another job after this that she wants to do with you guys.
Okay. I meant like permanently.
Fair enough. Okay, so you move up, and you can see that this space does appear to have a lot of crude material along the outside of it, refuse. So your presumption is that there probably is somebody living, staying in it. But how he gets his resources, you can't be sure. But yeah, definitely, like, the material on the side looks like it's kind of food items, On the northern side, it's kind of like this very dried material, and like also here, this very kind of strange dried material. It looks like it might be something a bit more foul. There appears to be a lockout device on it, and it appears to be completely sealed. There is an observation tower up at the top. This is about 80 feet up, so a bit of a distance. That will be harder to get to, but the presumption is that the observation tower is probably the easiest way in, whereas the lockout door will be a little bit more difficult.
Can't do anything about the door, so.
Cambria will continue her operation and continue to burn out the next one of the EMPers.
Can we hack this, or is this not hackable?
It's hackable. It's a hegemonic lock, so it'll be a little bit more difficult than normal. Hegemonic locks are all infused with the spell lock, which means they have a +4 to their DC.
I know that spell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can definitely try hacking like a computer roll.
I have a hacking tool on me, and I am
Oh, that's right.
trained in computers.
Okay.
I have a hack. Well,
Yeah, if you want to try it, absolutely. Walk up to it and do it.
I will do that.
believe in USO.
We're so close to a 20.
So you kind of pop the box and kind of start manipulating at it, and as you kind of are doing it, a live spark pops. You're kind of like taken aback and pull away from it, and the second you do, you'd see that a blast door descends from the top of the door frame and slams shut over the normal door. The lockout is
Nice.
now harder. The difficulty has been increased. And
Moved it.
you would notice, too, that the kind of nature of everything around you becomes more quiet. So your presumption is that there might be something inside that has been made aware of your presence.
Oh my god. John,
How tall is this?
80 feet.
Damn,
I'm
never mind.
attaching the drone to my body, FYI, okay?
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
want to lose this baby.
Totally fine. Okay.
I go around the backside, can I climb to the top?
It wouldn't be so much the backside, it would be the refuse side, so kind of like the southern side of it. And you can start trying to, absolutely. But before you get a chance to do that, bear with me here for a second.
Okay.
You'd see 4 devices come out of the space above, and you would see that they are observer class drones that are pretty much bog standard for the hegemony. But Tweet, you would notice that they appear to have gyro stabilizing units and also wind pattern buffers. So basically, they are allowed to maneuver in this kind of wind-swept area due to the way that they have been constructed with little to no interference. They float out and they start kind of staring you down. And when you see them, you would notice that they have pulse caster pistols connected to them. So not so much a pistol, but like pulse casters underneath that look like they're prepared to fire up on you at this point. I'm going to go ahead and put a combat up.
So, I need one of those. Shoot one down. Wing it. Clip it. Don't murder it.
Too
More
funny.
worried about them murdering us.
I can certainly try, Tweet.
All right. So I've got a combat on the board. Go ahead and start giving me initiatives.
Oh, Jesus.
Hopefully, the song is a little bit more in line with what the vibe is.
Yes, it's good.
All right, everybody rolled.
Nope.
And now we're good. Okay, cool. All right. Do you wish to warp reality?
I think I have to.
I don't think it's a have to, is it?
It kind
It
of.
says
Oh,
whenever
yeah.
you start.
Yep.
So I'll do it, but it doesn't really
Yeah, just go ahead and throw it
do
wherever
anything.
it
Oh,
goes.
actually, it's not terrible. It's too bad I can't make it vertical. Just right on the fucking door.
Okay. All right. The first one will kind of positionally kind of maneuver to its spot and going to bear down. I'd say at the time that this combat started, game, you're probably.
I'll be right back.
What's your movement? 25? Travis? Travis?
20.
20. Okay, you're about 20 feet up off then. So you're about 1/4 of the way there. Okay. They're not firing on you, though. They're firing on the person who's closest. That'd be, well, actually, Smalls, you weren't hacking the door. Esso was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and
I'll
move.
run away happily.
So Esso's the problem. He walked away, but I'm still shooting at him.
I do prefer it when it's not me, so.
Mm.
And it will continue its fire. Basically, as it kind of like hovers out, it kind of directly above Esso, just, and the first one kind of dings into Esso's like cranium. The other two kind of slam into the ground near him. Pulse casters are basically just electric blasters, so yeah. So you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna run up and try to hack the door.
Okay.
Computers, right?
Mm-hmm.
16.
So as you try to hack it, you realize that it is at its maximum lockout position, and you are currently unable to, with that check, to do it. You can attempt it with your other actions. Due to the nature of like the struggle, I'm going to say that it will require an additional action after for you to try again, and then during your next turn and turns after that, it will require all 3 of your actions to attempt one roll. So for your next attempt, it'll take you 2 actions. So you moved up, right?
Yeah.
That's 1 action. You attempted it. That's 2 actions. You have 1 more action. You can't attempt to try it again.
Okay. Because I'm here, can I just shield then? Pull out my shield.
Yeah, absolutely.
While I wait.
Yeah, basically, I assume that like the narrative would probably be run up, shield up, and then like hacking tools off the harness as you're trying, and you're like, "Fuck,
Yeah.
god damn it!" As the hegemony actually pays for quality, and you're like, "God damn it! Why can't they be shitty spacers?" All right, game. You can use all 3 of your actions and be on the top here if you'd like, because it would be 20, 20, 20. And that
Does
puts you
my
at the top.
drone
Yeah.
still get to go even though?
You said your drone's on your backpack.
Oh yeah, so it's mobile. Okay, never mind. Thanks.
All right, that's all 3 of your moves. And once you get up there, there are some windows there. And inside of the windows, all you can see is that in the center of the lighthouse structure, there are 2 devices. One appears to be a drone manufacturer, meaning that those drones were probably just made moments ago. And it's probably the case that it will continue to manufacture drones. You do not know how many it can make, but ultimately it's more than you currently have to deal with. And then the other device appears to be the data like input device, like the main core structure that these other smaller ones are also feeding into. There doesn't appear to be any kind of space inside of the windows that indicates that there's a way to get up here that you can see from your current position. That indicates that you'd be able to get up here from inside of the tower. That makes sense?
Yep.
Okay, and that's
Yep.
your turn. Go ahead and end it, and it'll be the next drone. As you kind of move up to that position, you see one drone kind of like turn around, and like the red beacon on its indicator seems to designate you as its target, and it will just hold on a second here. Elevation for game is now 80 feet, so it'll be firing direct. Oh, that's the wrong one. I clicked it. That's its slam attack. You know what? Fuck it. It'll use one action to fly straight at you and just slam into game. And it'll hit. And then I'm going to say that during its movement, just again for flavor, it'll fire the pulse caster at its map too. It'll miss. So basically, as it was coming, it fired the pulse caster, hit against the wall, and then its body frame slammed into you. All right, Ross, you're up.
Yeah.
Real quick, that the bot took the 3 damage.
Oh,
Not me.
thank you. Good catch. Sorry. There we go. I would have just continued on without even recognizing that. I appreciate that.
So I don't know any spells that'll get me up there. And my grapple gun is only a 50-foot range on my line.
So one thing about the 50-foot range, this portion here is about 50 feet high, and you're pretty sure if you grapple up to it, it's a place where you can get a handhold. If you're on the back surface like Game was, you're pretty sure that that could work. However, you would need 2 actions after rappelling up to reload the grapple gun quickly.
Okay.
Normally it takes a
So
lot
go.
longer than that, but for just flavor purposes, I'll let you do it in a hasty fashion.
Yeah, I ain't got much other plan because I'm not gonna be no help with the door, and I can't shoot from 80 feet and hit confidently. So I'll grapple up and grab on.
Totally forgot about her. I'm going to put her further down. Okay. And that's 1 action to fly up, or 1 action to shoot, and then 1 action to line up. And then you have 1 action remaining.
Both my hands are full, so I can't shoot.
Yeah, you're holding on, and you've got the grapple gun for sure.
I don't have anything I could do for cover.
No, yeah, you're pretty much fresh out there.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything I can do with my last action, so
Okay.
just in the wind.
This one here is the one that's directly above you. When it sees you, you are currently at 50-foot elevation. So it will point down at you and fire down its pulse caster. It'll miss. It'll fire its second one. That'll hit. And then it'll fire its last one. I think that hits as well. Okay, first damage, D6. And second one, damage 2. How you
I
doing?
know you said they're shooting. I just picture them slowly going up to him and cattle prodding him as he's on this side of this tower.
It's more of a as he's kind of hanging on to it, it's more of like there's a static shock between the two. You can see this kind of like light line, and then kind of like a between the two, and then the same happens a second time. And Ross, you're holding on. I just checked your hit points, and I'm laughing at myself because that's funny as shit.
Yeah,
You're like, fuck, I'm too old for this shit. I will say, if you do like in your next turn want to like holster the grapple gun and pull like a pistol and shoot up at it, that is absolutely something you can do. But it'll be 2 actions to do that and 1 shot to shoot. Smalls, your boss is getting his fucking ass electrocuted on the sidewall here. Game disappeared up onto the surface of the thing. One of the drones flew after him, and then there are 2 drones remaining besides the one that is shooting down at Ross.
Could I try the door by like scooting Twee out of the way and like trying to wedge up in there to try it?
Yeah, I'd say if you use your move action to go up to it and your action to push Twee out of the way, you can use 1 action to try and hack the door. Absolutely.
Okay. I'm just gonna perch my butt over here and try to hack this door. We've all been doing great at it, so I'm really high odds there.
Yeah, basically you two start squabbling at the door. Come on, let me try. And she's like, I've got it, I've almost got it. You kind of push her out of the way and she's got the shield over her head, and then you kind of start getting after it and you're like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh, this is harder than it looked.
It's like, oh man, the confidence level I walked into this situation was not warranted at all. Alright, cool. Next up will then be this one. It will see you as the new target because you're messing with the door. So it will start dropping or raining pulsecaster fire down on you. Yeah. So you see it.
-2.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
It's got a minus a lot because it's firing from a great distance. But basically, these rains of bolts are kind of slamming into the ground. Whereas it kind of hit Esso, who has a bit more of like a metal charge. You're a fleshy Italian man, so not so much kind of conduit for the lightning at this distance. All right. Esso, you're up. You did get pinged by the first one, which is the one directly above you. Would you like to proceed?
I did see that. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Mm-hmm. That makes the most sense.
Because they're 80 feet from the top of the stairs?
Yeah, it's 80 feet from... well, no. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I'd say it's probably about 60 feet, or 70 feet. Yeah, it's probably only about 10 feet up. Yeah, 70 feet. We'll say 70 feet. I'll give you guys an elevation of 10 feet. And yeah, I know that that definitely made it so I probably would have hit a little bit easier on a couple of these shots, but I don't care. It's fine, whatever.
Well, they were all such bad rolls.
They were really bad rolls, yeah. We're not going to... Let's just say, if you do win, though, that's why.
I'm happy with that.
I'll take it. Okay, so, Essa, a win's a win.
I'm trying.
What we doing?
I'm trying. The one that just shot.
This
Was
is
it
the one that shot Smalls. This is the one that shot you. This is the one that shot Ross.
The one that shoot. I can't target the one that shot Ross.
Okay, yeah.
But it's. Oh, I'm just an idiot. That's why. There we go. So I still had the.
I know.
Yep. And I'm gonna do a little stumbly.
Okay. Let's see it. Oh, let's me see it. I'm doing it. I'm the one that makes the save.
You do.
It will fail. It becomes off guard for 1 round. If the target was flying, swimming, or falling, it falls 10 feet downward. And it will drop. It is now within 20 feet of you, Ross. Alright. And you still have 1 more action.
I'm going to take my spear. Can I take my spear put my spear off and then put on my rifle,
Yeah, that's fine. Draw your rifle.
and then the thing will drop.
Yep. It has dropped 10 feet.
No, I meant the my
Oh, I see you.
warp alley.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, I'm still fumbling through my sheet.
No problem whatsoever. Cambria will, looking at the situation, she is going to draw her weapon. It comes out of her leg, this weapon. It is a gun. It appears to be a breaching gun. And she will target the one directly above Ross with it. It's not good for long distance, but it's what she has, so it's what she's using. She'll take one shot, and then after that one shot, she's going to move 20, 30, and then she's going to continue to move 20, 30. All right, that's her turn. It goes back and around to the drone. The one that shot Esso will now target Smalls, as Smalls is the problem. He's trying to get through the door. Pulsecaster rains fire.
Ow.
Buzz zap. Buzz zap. Cool. Two bolts of lightning kind of slam down into you, Smalls, and you kind of like looking at the doorway. You're kind of like, this was a bad idea. It remains at its altitude, though. It'll go to Twee. Twee, with Smalls in the way, you're going to need to use an action to move him out of the way, but you're close enough to the door that you can immediately then use your next two actions to attempt the situation. The only two ways that you can move Smalls are pushing him down the stairs, so he would move behind you, or pushing him over the railing, so he would fall in between the rail and there.
I'll happily move down the steps without protest.
I wouldn't push him over the railing.
Okay. Go ahead and give me two.
Okay.
Or one roll, but
One.
yeah, it takes two to do it.
Okay. God.
Yeah, this door is absolutely impervious. It is not good, and you are kind of starting to realize that the drones are the problem. This is what we need to situate ourselves with. We can't do this. We're going to die by just 1,000 cuts. They're shooting a lot more than we can kind of bear. Game, you're up. The window, you do not know whether or not you can pierce through those windows. You can attempt it, but the drone that's on you is currently ramming into you and shooting you with lightning, so your call.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch at the drone.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Damn. Okay. Describe it.
Hey, I just like kind of bring my fist down on like top of it being on level with me, crushing it to the ground.
Yeah, it's kind of like like hit you in the head and kind of backs away, and as it's trying to get away from you, you just kind of jump up and kind of just smash down into it. It breaks into the ground in front of you. Okay, and then you still have two actions left. You did hear Ross cry out below you.
It's 10 feet below me. 10.
Move to the edge and then use your reach to swat it.
Yep.
All right.
And miss.
So, yeah, you kind of swing the thing. You see, like, the beam of the Solarian energy kind of swipe, and it kind of was falling because of the magic and then altituding. When it kind of maneuvers, you just kind of narrowly miss it. All right. It does seem to kind of turn its attention upwards, though, towards you.
That's good. That's good.
All right. Ross, you're up.
Yeah, the two actions to reload the grapple gun,
Mm-hmm.
and then the one to shoot it and go up here.
Okay. Yeah, so it would be that's fine. You kind of slam it onto the railing, and as you kind of zip up and through, you kind of get behind game. All right.
Yeah, that's all my actions.
This one will shoot up at game. Game, you didn't call for cover. It's currently in the off guard status, but it will remove that at the end of this turn.
I used all 3 actions, so I couldn't.
Huh?
Cover takes an action, don't it?
Yeah, it does. So you won't have cover from the floor. Pulse casting back up at you then.
Question for you.
Hmm.
I don't think this would technically count. The first attack I couldn't watch out it, could I?
It's a reaction to do so, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Perfect. Then I will watch out it.
As you kind of come up and over the
miss.
rail, you see Geem kind of leaning over the thing, and you kind of reach forward and say, "Watch out!" Grab the back of his wing and kind of like pull him back a bit, and he kind of like ducks back behind the railing as a lightning cuts right where his face was. All right, Smalls. Looks like the boss isn't dead. Which is great.
Every part of my being just wants to try the door again.
Do it.
I'm doing it. I'm gonna push Twee again.
It'll
And say,
take
wait,
you-
I think I got.
It'll take you 2 actions, so you won't be able to do it. You need to move, knock her out of the way, and then use 2 actions to get into it. So that's impossible. You can set yourself up to do it next turn, but if Twee's going to continue, it's going to take her 3 actions to do it at this point. You guys are in a pickle.
I can't reach any of the drones with anything that would even come close to damage.
You're going to take penalty for shooting it distance-wise, but yeah, the rifle's definitely a strong contender here.
Yeah, I mean, I'll target one and just start peppering.
The one that was
so
shooting is the closest, so that's because it descended 10 feet due to Esso's efforts. That's probably the best target.
Do that one. With a -1.
Smalls is like, we need to get the fuck in there. It's kind of looking at Twee. Missed, like wide ass shot. Do you want to try a second time and a third time, or are you good?
Yeah, let's keep sending them.
Yeah.
I need to add something to the second time. I need to do it at minus.
Yeah. So you see how it has the in
Yeah,
your
Yeah, it's a 2.
Mm-hmm.
And final one.
Good old -4.
It's gonna be like a -12. There you go. -6. Pass my turn.
Yeah, the Aeon rifle's just firing this charge straight up, and you can see them just like it's like a really small target. It's pretty good distance up there. Not exactly clean hits at all. This one is going to maneuver around straight at Twee, and it's going to, as it's moving up, fire a pulse caster shot. I believe that hits. Or Twee, I said Geem. Got the wrong one. Sorry, Geem. I'm obviously going for the tank. And then that'll be that. And then it's going to use its body to check you. It'll miss. Alright, so select damage. Alright. SO, you're up. Hell yeah. Same one?
Yep, I made it. Sorry. Yeah, same one.
Alright. It fails. It will descend 10 more feet, putting it at 60. All right. And it's off guard.
Then I will take a excuse me, shot at it. Ayo.
That hits. Good stuff. Yeah, you kind of go and kind of like pull it down, and then you kind of throw the rifle up into your hand, lands into it, kind of causes it to kind of teeter in the air, and Game kind of looking down at the situation as this new one's kind of operating against you. You realize that Esso's doing a pretty job working on that one now. Cambria will go. She's going to draw her light blade, leap 30 feet into the air with the spell jump, and kind of get onto the side of this thing. Using the wind to push her into it and smash against it, she slams the light blade into it to kind of create a position to hold. So that's 2 actions that she's done, or 3 actions. So she's stuck there. She's 30 feet off of the ground. Looks like she's making her way up to the other team. All right. Before we get into the next initiative round, bear with me here. The sound of kind of like a klaxon, you can hear it from behind you, Ross, and a couple of the windows near you will open up, and 3 more drones will appear. You can see that the fabricator inside appears to be making them, and it seems like every 3 rounds, on every 3rd round, a new set of 1d4 of them will appear. So I'm going to be adding these ones to the initiative round. And roll, roll, roll. All right. New one is going to descend out and target Cambria. Boom. Boom. So that'll hit Cambria. That'll miss. She seems to be made of sterner stuff. Then we'll go to the next. This is the one that just popped out as well. Wait, no, this is an older one. It is going to, if Twee's still the one at the door, or if Twee's the new one at the door, target Twee.
What happened to my shield?
It should still be active. I believe you have +2 to your armor class, so I'll keep that in track. Don't worry about it. That'll miss. That'll miss. And that'll miss, probably. More than likely, yeah. So you kind of got the shield above you, and as you kind of grab and move Smalls away, you kind of get to work on the thing. You're able to kind of hear the lightning smashing against your shield, and you're doing okay. Doing okay by it, indeed. It is your up. It'll take you all 3 of your actions to attempt the door again, or we can start fighting. Your call?
No, I'm doing it.
All right.
I'm gonna get this damn door.
Yeah.
28.
You kind of, lock in, you kind of do that, and then the blast door ascends upwards. The other door is still present. It will still take you 3 actions to attempt it, but it does take another success for you to open the door fully.
It's fine.
All right. Game, you're up. More drones. The one below you looks like it's been hit by Esso's shot. This one's trying to fight you in melee. This one is shooting your friends. And there's a fresh one to the left and a fresh one to the right. And there are 3 windows that were opened. Was this one, and this one. What would you like to do?
Are the windows still open?
Yeah, they're open for the round.
I'll go there and try punching the machine.
Looking into the space, you know that punching it will do nothing. A grenade is required.
Well, ain't got one of them.
That ain't me. I know your group
What a
has
solar
grenades. No, again, it definitely does have to be an explosive device. It's more of a sizable unit. Punching it will damage parts of it, but it'll still be operational. Need that.
Then I'll just punch the one that hit me.
Okay. That'll miss. Second. That'll hit. pretty decent. It's definitely a situation where you kind of punch it and like cause it to destabilize a little bit. You feel like you've got it on the ropes. Last attack or last action.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay, good call. All right. So you have the effect of shield, and then we'll move to the next operator. This drone is out. Remove participant. Ross, you're up.
Question.
Yeah.
Could I flash back to me grabbing the grenades off Longhorn?
Um,
Or can we not flash back during combat?
Well, what I'm going to say is that I specifically asked you to grab all items that you required for the mission at the time.
Yeah.
Do you have a hero point?
I do not. I used mine last time.
Does anybody have a hero point here?
I do.
If you are willing to spend your hero point, I will allow for Ross to have a grenade on his person. Otherwise, okay, go ahead and make sure you spend your hero point. And yeah, you did manage to pocket one grenade. Please pull that off the ship and then utilize it as necessary.
Let's see. Trying to take it off the ship without taking both of them.
When you move it
Oh, here
over,
we
it
go.
should ask you for
Yeah, it asked me there.
quantity.
Perfect. Yeah. I will then
Okay.
throw grenade.
All right. Go ahead and throw it, and then we'll look at it. I have a damage threshold in mind, and also a cataclysmic effect. Go ahead and click the damage. You don't need to place anything.
Yeah. Base damage is 1d8.
Yep. Okay. So when you throw the grenade in there, it will blow up the manufacturer. It will damage it enough that it will cause it to stop working. It does not appear that it is damaging anything else, though. You kind of threw it in and threw it specifically at that, and it kind of bypassed it a little bit. It hit the other side, so it's not damaging anything else. A very weak explosion, but sufficient. That's one action.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm gonna delete the grenade off of my sheet. Yeah, that's one action. I don't think going in there would help me any to do anything in there. So.
Honestly, yeah, there's not really a lot going on inside. That's why there isn't a map for it.
Then I'll take an action to draw my way conduit, and then
if you're going if you're going for safety, you know that the windows will close in a moment, and there are no drones in there. So if you want to just turtle up and not be in the fight, inside is probably the better choice. You have one hit point.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll just jump in there then.
Okay.
What's my one move?
Yeah, you see him throw a grenade and it blows up, and then you see him jump in game, and you're kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Then then let's see, that's two actions to move in, and then one action to take cover behind the wall.
100% smart. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. This one is below Geem, and Geem, the way that you're positioned, you cast shield, but because of your positioning, I'm going to increase your AC for this by 2 as well. So if I do hit on the nose, it's just a bit further down, and it is going to pulse cast at you. What's your AC normally? 20?
With shield on, it's 21.
Okay, and then I'm giving you +2. So then this first one is a miss, the second one's a miss, the third one is a miss. So you can see the lightning kind of hitting against the railing and kind of slamming to approximately where you're standing, but you're just kind of like moving aside, and the shield is kind of buffeting it aside as well. All right, this next one is the one that just deployed here. It is going to just maintain its position and full on pulse cast, targeting Geem. Fucking hate the Bat Boy. Die, bad boy, die. You're able to kind of just keep yourself turtled here and deflect these pulse casts as they're coming. The first one kind of comes up, and then you hear the click of the one next to you and kind of turn your direction that way. Smalls, you're up.
Okay. Everything's going great and wonderful.
This one's the lowest. It's about 60 feet, so about 50 feet above you. So as far as targeting, that's the best one to go for, I think.
Shebang.
Hell yeah, that's probably a hit. Yeah,
Probably.
that's a hit. Dead on.
Oh my god. Damage. I knew it.
Honestly,
Another one.
I kind of did too. That's gonna be a miss. And the last one?
Oh, this. Cool if it wasn't a -10.
Yeah. Basically, that you just kind of clip it just a little bit, and then the second shots. But you're kind of like your confidence level's rising. You're like, yeah, I got this. I got this. I hit it.
Yeah.
This one here is going to just body slam into Game a bunch of times. It shouldn't be targeting. No, it is targeting Game. Okay, cool, cool, cool. You have no problems defending yourself against this limited form of attack. You don't know why this one's particular is doing this, but here it is. This one here will zip out a distance, target Cambria, and fire down at her with 2 attacks. I believe that one will hit. She seems to be okay. SO. This one here is the one you've been focusing on.
Yeah, we're gonna rinse and repeat.
Continue pulling it down to you.
Get over here.
Let's see. It'll succeed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it rolled really well that time.
Also, did you notice heightened? Oh, no, that's heightened. Never mind. I'll just shoot it up. F.
Yeah. You kind of like grasp it. You can't get a hold on it this go around, and you kind of still have the rifle up on your, your forearm, shooting it, missing. All right. It'll go to Cambria, who is going to again jump up 30 feet. She's now 60, and she will mount, and then she will jump her last distance and make it up to the top. She's at 80 feet, and she is up there with you guys. I would say that the way that she kind of gets up to the top, just to continue to make sure like her character has a very defined and kind of cool effect. The light blade slams in, she's holding onto it, getting shot at. She leaps up off of it, slams her light blade in again, and then when she leaps up again, she kind of flicks the light blade off in midair, puts it on her belt, grabs a hold of the railing, and then flips up, doing like a perfect handstand on the railing, like Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider games, and then kind of like lands on the opposite side with you guys. At this moment, the window's closed. Ross, you are contained inside the unit. The wind, all of the sound, you're hearing it. There's blaster fire, all this stuff, and then it's just like complete silence. There is absolutely like just a light droning effect from the data receiver, but other than that, it is completely still as the grave in there. This one will turn about on Cambria, and due to proximity, try and slam into her. Boom. 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 There's like a snap of like hissing air as she reignites the light blade and kind of moves it in between her and the thing, and it starts avoiding the light blade instead of hitting her. This one here is shooting down at the door person, which is Twee still.
Since it's within my 10-foot reach, can I punch at it with my Nimbus Surge?
Yeah, if it says you
Yeah.
can do so when they make a range attack, sure. Or whatever. What does Nimber Surge say it reacts to?
Move action, makes a range attack, or just square during and move
Yeah,
action.
that's fine. That works. Go ahead and give me the attack. Critical hit. Damage.
Bad damage.
And then it will make a Fortitude. It'll fail. It'll gain Clumsy.
Yeah.
Which says status penalty equal to the condition value to dex-based rolls and DCs, including AC, reflex, saves, range attack rolls, and skill checks. That would happen on the first attack. So all the other attacks are -1 more. So really, really bad. But good stuff. Good stuff. That's your reaction. Tweet, you're up. 3 actions to open the door.
Oh, I'm doing it.
Yeah. Locked in. Okay, when you pop open the door, inside it is a perfectly round area. Inside there is a massive, like, bunch of cables, just like a big old bundle of cables running from the center of the floor in the circular room all the way up to the top. Around the walls on the exterior, there are a bunch of like computer monitor panels, and it's basically like it almost looks like the room in the Matrix, right? But they're all kind of displaying different scenes and elements from the planet, from Haru. Near the big web of cables in the center that goes up, there is what looks like a netrunner bed or like a dental bed, kind of in the space. And there's a guy in hegemonic white garb, but like body tight, like a body weight suit, and he has a massive like series of cables attached to his head and kind of like armor plates that kind of have more smaller wires kind of mounting out from that. Over his eyes are these 2 bulbous metal cavities, like bulbous metal like devices with cavities in them. There's kind of like a faint bluish glow in them. He doesn't seem to be cognizant that the door has been opened at this moment, um, but you're pretty sure that like he may very well be aware that that's the case, as he's probably piloting the drones. But that's your turn, and that's what you see. He's obviously not a non-combatant. Game?
Yeah.
Punch at the one I've been punching at originally.
Mm-hmm. Miss?
Punch again.
Mm-hmm. Hit? All right, that's this one here. It is still flying, but very, very poorly at this point. Last attack?
I'm just gonna cast shield again.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Smart. Throw that for me. And then we'll move it on to Captain Ross.
Yeah, I'm in here.
Yep, go ahead and give me a perception check. This one's free.
Still gonna roll bad on it.
Yeah, you have no idea about any of the operational systems. You just know that the other device has not been broken, and it will need an explosive to cause it to be damaged.
I only brought one and I threw it badly, so. Oh, yeah. Just gonna walk around the room.
Yeah. Yeah, with that perception check,
Uh,
unfortunately, you don't see anything of use or substance.
yeah, I'll take the one action to walk around the room. Can I take any other actions to look around for like a hatch or something?
Yeah, if you want to continue, like you basically are re-attempting the perception check, so the DC will be a little bit higher. Go ahead and roll, and this will be one action.
Okay.
You can try it a third.
Oh,
You can try it a third time. The DC has increased.
might as well.
Basically, like you're bleeding, like there's like electric like scarring on you. You're kind of looking around. You're like, ah. You can kind of see outside the like glowing fists of the Solarian kind of slamming into the drones, and you're just kind of like non. You're not panicking, but you're not exactly in the rightest of minds. And then you kind of look over and go, huh. And you'll see that the window that you popped out of, in between the two windows, like the window you popped in and the window next to it, there's a control panel, and it looks like it's for controlling the window operations. Then you'd also notice that in the floor, very, very distinctly and awkwardly hidden, there's a trap door with a small little like panel next to it. Very hard to see, but this appears to lead down or possibly to like the cable maintenance.
Yeah.
That's your
Go
three
in there
actions.
next.
That's your three actions. You're just kind of like, fuck, and then oh. Okay, this one is below you, Game, but you're still its target, so it's going to continue to shoot up at you. Again, you'll have the +2 your AC for its shots here. It's not repositioning due to the damage it's already incurred. Lightning flaring up at you, kind of dancing across the railing. You're very much able to just ignore it. This one here is not repositioning because it's got you locked, so it will continue as well. Its battery of attacks. One manages to pierce through your shield. All right. Smalls, you're up. The door's open. You can move into the room if you'd like. Just move yourself onto the door. And again, if you want to just shoot the guy, you're welcome to do that as well.
I'm gonna scoot in and be prepared if I see anything immediately.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
I'm getting inside.
Yeah, you move in, and then your actions are kind of look around the room. Other than what I described, there's nothing. There's the guy who appears to be the drone operator / like relay operator. So you've used 2 actions. Do you want to use your third one to do anything in particular, like shoot the guy?
Yeah, I'll do an Eldritch Lance on him.
Okay.
Oh no, I just can shoot.
Go ahead.
So
Go
yeah,
ahead.
I'll just,
You can lance him.
let's
I'm
see.
okay with it.
Oh, I already clicked shoot. It's
Yep.
not gonna work. I'm
Yeah.
gonna miss in a.
You shoot, and firing at a stationary target. It is a 10, so you kind of shoot and miss. Due to the nature of the miss, I'm going to have you roll me a d6. Yeah, you just mash one of the panels behind him, like blows out one of the monitors. It seems to cause the guy in the control panel to kind of, or like the device to kind of twitch, which may mean he is alert to your presence now. This drone is going to, without concern for you as a being, Keem, is going to descend very quickly. Do you wish to make a reaction attack against it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. That'll hit. Yeah, you see it kind of like it's like operational camera kind of stares down, and then you see its wings kind of twist down as it's preparing to like just dive bomb straight down the tower side. You immediately just kind of smack it, and it goes flying off into the waters. All right, it'll go to the next one. This one will dive bomb towards the door, dropping a total of 70 feet. Putting it like right above Twee and Esso. And when it kind of lands to that position, you see the barrel of its weapon kind of line up with the inside of the door, and it'll shoot at the back of Smalls. It's only going to get the one shot, though. It'll hit.
Better shot than me.
it did get within point blank to do it. So, all right. Esso, this one just swam down to you, or like flew down to you. It's right near you.
That one. That one. I want that one, Esso.
This is
If
and it's fresh.
how far in? How far in is the other guy?
The guy is probably like 10 feet in.
Okay. I'm gonna do a. Let me see. How do I? I wanted to heighten it, so it just
Okay.
increases the damage from before.
Yeah, that's fine. Slashing,
And I'm
I
gonna
assume?
hit. Uh, I was gonna do bludgeoning.
You don't want to cut him up?
To the drone?
The guy inside.
Well, I was gonna hit the drone and it's gonna bounce off the
I'm going
drone
to pause for a
into the
second,
window.
just above table. Maybe you guys aren't getting it. The guy inside of the chamber is the one that is
Yeah,
piloting all of the drones. If you kill the guy, the fight's over. Just want to make sure that's very clear.
And I'll have so many
Um,
drones.
And you'll have so many drones.
Oh, then can I retract that? Is that
Yeah,
okay? Can I
yeah.
mulligan?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you going to
Okay.
slash the guy or bludgeon the
Now
guy?
you no longer do an extra 1d4 damage because you mulligan.
No,
No.
Can
There's
can
Go ahead.
No, okay.
Say what you're saying.
I was gonna say, do I still have to do the ricochet,
It is a good choice.
or what if I went in there and did something else?
What's the other thing you want to do?
I was gonna do. Let me double check actually. Real quick. It doesn't say it needs to be. What if I casted Thunderstrike? Would it need to be outside?
Let me explain it this way. This is a reflex, right? Does Thunderstrike require a reflex or some other check?
Reflex.
Okay. A reflex is going to be automatically failed because this guy is not operationally fine. So whatever does the most damage, that's the one you want to do.
Yeah, then I'll do a heightened reflex.
Okay.
Or heightened Thunderstrike. Sorry.
Let's see it. All right. So go ahead and click the damage.
How do I do heightened?
When you click damage, you'll see that it pops up, and there should be
We could just do an extra D12 and D4.
yeah, that's fine.
Roll mode. Nope.
Okay.
There's D12. There's D. Oh, wow, that's awful.
You're doing terrible.
That's criminal.
So
I don't know.
11 total.
Yeah.
Okay. It does cause him to bleed heavily, but he is not dead.
Okay. I guess.
Go
Is he wearing metal?
Not really. He's seated in metal.
Okay.
He
Does
does
that cause clumsy one round?
Again, clumsy is not going to matter terribly much for him. He's not using any dexterity checks,
That's fine.
and he's not making saves because he's, yeah. Okay, it'll go to Cambria, who will.
Well, I would have one more action.
Move in and then Thunderstrike. You're done.
Oh, right, moving. Right.
Why you do this?
You're right. You're so right. You're so right.
Why you do this? Why you do this? Okay, so up top, she is going to why her sword no work? Bear with. Why her sword no work? Alright, I'm slightly annoyed. Just gonna have to modify. dun, dun. Main. For fuck's sake. Uh-huh. Huh. Oh, I see. Edit. Details. Okay. Plasma sword. Go. Alright, she'll hit the one. Cutting pretty clean into it. And then she'll make her second attack. Hit. She cuts that one down, and then she'll move to Geem and kind of stand back to back with him. Alright. It'll go to, I think, this drone here up above. It will dive bomb. And get to a 10. It will then stare into the room, and it'll shoot at Esso, who is inside the room. Okay. Pulsecaster, it had to dive bomb, so it's only going to get one shot. Clean. Damage. Oh, critical damage against Esso. Oh. God damn it. We're doing a lot here, folks.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, that's fine. No, that's fine.
No,
Just
yeah,
just
fine.
hit-
Sure. Of course you're okay with that. Um, this one here up above will dive bomb. It will get to the door as well. Basically, they're hovering around the door like wasps and shooting their lasers in at the threats. Current threat is Esso. This one is clumsy, and when it moves out of Geem's reach. So, Geem, you can go ahead and make your... No, wait, you already used your reaction already.
Yeah, use my reaction. Yep.
Cool. So then, it will make its attack, but I believe this one is doing so with a penalty. Yep. It doesn't care. Normal damage. All right. Twee, you're up.
Okay, so that dude in there connected is still alive?
Yeah.
Okay, I can't target him.
No, yeah, no worries. If you're attacking him, what are you doing so with? Your weapon, like shooting at him, or are you going in and melee attacking?
No, I'm gonna shoot with my...
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack. It's a target is the AC is 10.
Okay.
It's literally a guy laid sprawled out on a bed. Okay, go ahead and give me damage. Okay. So you blow his head clean off. And when you do, you'll see all of the drone's wings turn up, and it kind of goes into just like a floating and hovering position. They are left
Oh
out.
my god. I've got these three right here all to myself.
They don't fire, and Geem and I believe Cambria wouldn't really recognize what's happening. So Geem would kind of like hang off of the railing and like just attack from above on the one that's like below him, and Cambria would run on
100%.
over to this one and just like cut it in half with the light blade. So you two are just doing work on these things, not even realizing they stopped fighting. And these ones near Flea, they stop moving. Smalls looks outside. Esso looks outside. They're just three drones hovering there, and she's like, ah! Fight concluded. I'll go ahead and move it back to a little bit more waves happening. And I'll leave it to you folks, however you want to proceed.
Yeah, I go over and open the windows so that human Cambria can come in.
Yeah. Cambria will stay outside. Guillaume, after climbing back up after murdering the one below him, will go in or not.
Yeah, as soon as I open the
Yeah, I'll
window,
crawl in.
go down the hatch.
Okay. When you open up the hatch, there's a very small partial ladder that goes maybe about 4 feet down of the 80-foot down distance, and it's next to the cables. When you look underneath, you can see that the cables attach underneath to the data device and to the drone manufacturer.
Oh, okay. Uh, yeah. Do they look like rippable cables?
Yeah, they look like they could be unplugged.
Yeah, I'll just go down and rip
Yeah,
them
you kind
out.
of like hurting, kind of looking at game as you kind of do it. You kind of go down there and you're like, here, you just like start handing over guns and stuff that you've been like juggling this whole fight, and then climb down and you're like, ugh. And as you start pulling them, like the heads of them start kind of like dangling down. They don't drop all the way down because there's like connector points, but yeah, you're able to kind of disconnect the data term below the kind of guy, the operator's connective point from the devices. Down below, SO, Smalls, and Twee, in no particular order. Is there anything that you want to do while you're down there?
Look around
Oh,
for a med pack.
There are no medical kits inside.
Shit.
You do see that there does appear to be a food respirator, which basically, when packets of food are placed inside of it that are like, dehydrated and like, vacuum sealed, they will. It's kind of like the Back to the Future 2 thing, and there does appear to be a pack full of food inside of the space, and there's nothing really else in here. The chair he's in does appear to be connected to some sort of plumbing device. So it does look like the suit did kind of take all of his waste and push it out while he was in operation. And you presume that he took breaks only to eat when necessary, discarding his waste outside.
Lazy man, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, what he gets paid to do. Got to stay on the job. What about you, Esso? Anything you want to do?
The man's dead, or the person's dead.
Mm-hmm. Head was blown clean off.
Great. Can I just look over his shoulder and like look at the console?
Yeah, so like there's the devices he's attached to, and then the monitors on the outside, and it looks like it's just data that's flooding in from different spaces. Kind of as you perceive it, you would realize that it looks like it's coming from all different locations, and I would say it's about this point that Cambria will kind of enter into the window, and kind of once you've got everything disconnected, kind of give you a nod, and then she'll just drop down the hole and fall into the space in the center at the bottom. So a tall, sexy woman comes falling down 80 feet and lands next to you, like perfect, like superhero pose landing.
Yep.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
I guess if I understand that it's going to different locations, was there an alert sent?
No. It's relaying information from all over Haru to this place.
Gotcha.
They're spying on everybody, is what's happening, and then the information.
Okay, yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, the information looks like it was being sent in packets from this location out through that main transceiver up top.
I mean, I guess I'll just push him out of the chair.
Yeah, his corpse kind of flops to the ground. It does look like there were a lot of cybernetics in his head, and that, helped him with his job.
And then I'll gesture to the seat to Cambria.
She'll kind of shrug. Not necessary. I know what my purpose is here, and I'm not terribly fond of it, but I understand why Steven wanted me here. And she'll move over to the computer terminal, kind of place her hand on it, and after a fashion, kind of move to the back of it and rip out a hard drive. When she does so, it does look like, despite what it should do, it should just turn off, like it shouldn't be still operational. It does appear that her hand and like metal parts have kind of fused to it, and the hard drive is still active. Like it's still working. Let's get this back.
After Cambria comes through and jumps down, I'm gonna look at Game and be like, can you do that? Or are we gonna have to climb down, buddy?
Do I still have your pistol?
I would assume I got it back when I came back up, but
I was like, like whenever you came back up, I was like, you know, how, like kids are when they have like you're just running around like shooting fake targets and stuff. That's what you saw whenever you came back out of that hole again with your pistol.
And then you say, "Can you do that?" And Gabe's like, "What? What happened?"
What?
don't worry about it. Let's get down from here.
Yeah, you're pretty sure that you can slide down the wires, and that would probably be the safest bet for you, Ross. Like, because there's still a bundle of wires. It's just that the tops of them are kind of like descended down from where they were plugged in. So you can kind of like drop down, grab a hold of the wires from the ladder, and slide down.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
And then, Game, you can just jump down and kind of slam into the wall and climb your way down. Once at the bottom, Cambria will kind of show you that she has an item in her hand. This is what Steven wanted. Let's get it back to him.
Let's get there.
Yep. Twee, or sorry, Kimmy, are you back?
Yes, sorry.
Twee, when you kind of look at these drones, what you'll realize is they are, the best way to kind of describe it is they're effectively 3D printed. It does look like they do have a very reliable kind of like destabilization mechanism to them. But besides that, they are literally just UPVs that have been spit out into the same shape. So they're not high quality. They're not very good. So that's why they were so easy to kind of churn out. They do have that designated purpose, though. I would say with the broken ones and the 3 full ones that you have, go ahead and put a total of 500 UPB on your sheet if you go around and collect what you can. And with the help of Geem and Ross, you would know that there's probably about somewhere around 1,000 more UPB up above inside of the storage containment unit that was spitting out the drones. So there was obviously a limitation. It wasn't infinite.
Ooh.
Okay. And yeah, unfortunately, the replicator device has been broken beyond repair, and you wouldn't be able to deconstruct it from what's left. All right. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pause this. As you make your way back to the ship, you have no issue. You are able to make it back to the Longhorn safely enough. I have placed you back on the ship, and I will place the new Cambria token therein, since it still has the old one. The plan is to return back to Kingsport to get this hard drive to Chemical Steven. And I don't think there's anything untoward that happens. No, wait, okay, yep, hold on. There is a possibility of something happening, because you still have to...
Ross.
You still have to take the train out to him. Let's see. Ross, since you're kind of leading the endeavor, you can either personally make a society roll, or you can pass the buck to somebody else. Cambria obviously is not a society person. That's not.
Yeah, I know a society guy. I'm gonna get my boy Smalls.
Definitely ain't game.
I can make a society roll.
All right. Go ahead and give me a society roll. And basically, you're going to use what available information you have to kind of track and kind of locate where you're going. With that roll, I think that the situation would be that you wouldn't connect with him at the same location you went to meet with him last time, obviously. There was definitely you kind of that situation and the Aeon Guard that came there to kind of route Stephen. But you're able to kind of set up a situation that is a little bit more out in the open, where it'll be less likely that armed guards or troops or whatever will kind of get to you. And it wouldn't be an indoor or enclosed space like the bar was. So with that 15, you're able to kind of set up the drop, and Cambria goes with you in this endeavor, and she will hand over the hard drive. When she does so, so more to your notice, when she lets it go, you'd see that her hand, the metal hand that she's handing it over with, seems to generate something out of the palm that remains on the hard drive and maintains its still active status. So when she hands it over, it is still functioning. And this living drive that's being handed over, you would know that the hegemony kind of likes to make sure that if their tools or data is kind of passed into the hands of someone else outside of their own working systems, it stops to function. And it appears that her weird body has allowed her to kind of override that. Go ahead and
Nice.
give me an Arcana roll.
I love those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So thinking about what she's done, you actually feel like you could potentially replicate this process yourself. It would require you to have some UPB on hand because you would not be able to kind of. She seems to have like this living metal that she's able to kind of dispense out of her body. You don't have that. So you'd basically need to put something that would manufacture the extension of yourself to the hard drive or to the device. But you feel like in the future, with some time and some UPB, you can replicate it. Obviously, the cost on UPB will be circumstantial depending on what you're trying to kind of do this effect to. But overriding hegemonic kill switches. Okay. The drop is handled. You return back to the ship. Along the way, Cambria reminds you that it is her intent for you to go to the parish and handle that business.
Yep.
I'm gonna activate the Andlat system. I'm gonna say.
Just so I write it down correctly. Sorry. You're saying I can use UPB to do a kill switch or a
Kill switch override. So you would basically be able to stop a kill switch from activating.
Okay, I just want to add to my notes.
Sorry, the other ship was on live. That was the ship that they stole. The other crew. Their bomber got taken from them. Okay. So the Longhorn is currently on Haru. And at this point, it's open up to you. You can ask to go to different locations. You can definitely go straight for the Cambian expanse and go straight towards to try and find the parish. Or you can operate in other functions depending on what you want to do. The table is yours. You did just complete it.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think hitting towards the Cambion Expanse is probably the best choice because it gives us time to rest on the way there because it take a minute to get there, and trying to find it. And in doing so, we can do that. Then we can just loop back in and use the teleport to get out of here with Steven's freedom.
All right. As you move out and away from Haru, I assume you're going to be just making your way out towards the outer system area, the expanse. Go ahead and give me a d20 roll to see if anything happens between Haru and Harass.
anybody else want to do it, or you want me to do it?
How about someone else? Who's been rolling good?
I think you're asking
nobody.
an empty well there.
Yeah, nobody. Oh, Travis. Travis has.
Travis, you roll.
Yeah, this is all your fault if we die.
He's been
No
hitting.
choice.
The D20.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely no problems arise as you transport yourself from Haru to Harass. I don't know why that happened, but I think it was because the other ship was underneath you when I pulled you up. Remember, if it's above the planet side, then it means that you are in space. If it's below, it means you're on the planet. Okay, once to Harass, if you're making your way into the Cambion, it'll just be another 20-sided dice roll, and go ahead and get yourself 2 rests.
If there's downtime, can I do any upgrades to my...
What do the rules say?
Okay, I'll research and come back to you then.
Absolutely. So when you go to your talents, or actions rather, you should see that there's encounter, exploration, and downtime. We're in the downtime segment. I don't think you have any actions that are downtime specific, but the modify action, it does look like you can utilize it to modify specific things. And this is more like kind of combat situation stuff that you can do. I would say with what you've got, go ahead and give me a crafting roll.
Because I do have, like, quick install. Sorry, John, 1 second.
Yeah, there's really not an upgrade here to kind of like put into the drone. And as you're kind of studying the drones that you recovered, it's not so much that they are drones as you understand them. They're basically manufactured, 3D printed effectively to be a certain way. So there's no like upgrades or like add-ons. They are just, this is what they are designed to do. They are a gun with kind of auto stabilizer, and as you're trying to kind of fabricate that auto stabilizer, you're coming to realize that it is a lot more difficult than you had initially considered, and it's not something that you can kind of pull off the other drone and put onto your drone because it's integral.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, so I would say with that roll, nothing happens. You're just kind of studying, kind of doing the work. But each downtime that we have here, every time that I say take a rest, you can go ahead and attempt another crafting check. The DC is going to remain the same regardless. It's a DC 21. And when you attain it, I will allow you to upgrade it with, bear with me here, upgrades, environmental protection, basic environmental protection upgrade on your drone.
Because I also have that USB stick that I haven't researched yet.
Right. Well, you could do that instead. And the stick was acquired from. Just give me a reminder. Do you remember where you grabbed it?
Yeah, that's the one I got from the electronics store, but you said it's
Oh, right. No, it's the hard drive. That's a hard drive. Right.
Yeah, it's an hard drive.
Absolutely.
That I would, but I don't know if Esso knows that I have yet.
Okay. Because I know what it is, and I know that all you have to do is like open it and like check it. And basically, what it is it is a design pattern for a very specific type of ship upgrade. And the upgrade in question is called. God damn it! What's it called? Hold on, sorry. This motherfucker has it. Da, 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 da. It is called a null space chamber. A null space chamber is a thing that requires 750 credits worth of UPB for you, because you have the schematic, right? And do you have a crafting. What's it called? It's a toolkit, and I can't remember the name of it. It's the Maker's app or Maker's Toolkit. Do you have that?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Okay. So with the Maker's Toolkit and 750 UPB, you can create a null space chamber. A null space chamber is a device that attaches to space inside of your ship. When you press a button on the side of the device, it creates a circular portal to an extra-dimensional pocket space. The space's capacity depends on the device's type. I believe for the one you have, it'd be commercial grade, so 25 bulk. You can interact with the null space chamber to stow items in it or remove them. The null space chamber can be opened and closed only from the outside. When the null space chamber is opened in an atmosphere with air, it fills within 10 minutes, with 10 minutes worth of air for every bulk left in its capacity. It has a total of 25 possible bulk in it. An item inside the null space chamber provides no benefit unless it's retrieved first. Connecting the null space chamber to a computer causes it to display a readout of all items stored within it.
Wow. Do we want that? Yeah,
Sounds useful.
because we just got all that UPB off that.
And yeah, the portion where it says it attaches to a backpack, purse, or keyring is incorrect. It is a ship module, this version. Effectively, it's like a bag of holding.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely useful.
Well, I could build it.
Yep. And yeah, just take one downtime worth of activity for you to do so.
And let me take the UPB out.
Or one
Is
downtime, one rest.
is anybody rolling the next D20 for us, or am I gonna do it?
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Not me. Yeah.
Why do we let me do things?
Yeah, 14's fine. So you enter the Cambion, and you don't really have any issues moving from Haras and out. Once in the Cambion, it's mainly a game of trying to locate the parish. For all checks, because she has been there, but again, it's not exactly like it's stationary. It is on an
Yeah.
asteroid that kind of flutters around in the Cambion. But because she is there to help kind of research where it is, any attempts to find it will be at a +2 bonus, just static. She is helping. And this is the part where we determine how you get there. So the situation as it stands is halfway point for the Cambion, as we've discussed temporally, is 15 days. That's to kind of get to the known location of Urnam, which we know is still there. We don't know what state it is. We've been gone for a while. Could be less of it there. Or maybe the micro black hole has fucked off and it's just in a ruined state. Can't be for certain. But if you'd like to, you can go ahead and rest up for those 15 days and then kind of search from the middle outwards, or you can begin your search from the start and then we'll kind of deal with those incrementally. Do you want to start from a position where you feel like you are kind of starting from a place you know, or do you want to just kind of go into it seeking the entire time?
I'd like to start from a place we know.
Okay. So then
That way we have like a base, like a home base area. Like we know this.
Yeah, I mean, again, you know Urnam, and you could probably land on it and be fine, but it is kind of not like the most safe place, but it's not like utterly hostile. You guys landed on it pretty well the last time around. That makes sense. So if you'd like to go ahead and rest up, and then if there's any kind of designs on downtime that you'd like to do, like build the null space chamber, continue trying to desegregate the environmental controls for the drone. These are all options, but you can get as many rests as you require to get back to full hit points. And then once you are kind of entering the Urnam position, I would like for you to choose a representative once again and roll a d20.
Chandler probably shouldn't roll.
What am I
What?
rolling for?
And I said
Roll the
shouldn't.
D20, Chandler.
I'm rolling.
I said
You got
shouldn't.
You got
Yeah, I
this.
know. We know what you said. Are you?
Yeah, so it's not terrible. You're able to get to Urnam without issue. What you will notice when you do arrive at Urnam is that there are two claymores now in its orbit. And there also appears to be a new and kind of not quite known um, type of structure, or ship rather. The ship in question does appear to be a very strange amalgam of two different varieties of design. The ship in question, bear with me here. My computer is absolutely hating me right now.
Just to point out something funny, that it was my second roll over 10 the entire night.
Hey.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. My first roll was a d20 also
Too
for
fun.
the random encounter.
Too fun. The oh God, computer, you fuck. So we seen Samarathi ships with our crew yet? The dwarf ships that look like battle hammers.
I don't think so. I don't think like as a group we have. Maybe
Okay.
someone does, but
The ship in question that you see here, in kind of orbit of Urnam, is different. It looks like hegemonic techniques were utilized in the crafting, but it does also look like Samarathi techniques were also utilized in the crafting. This appears to be an amalgam ship. And again, the name up top is not accurate, just vestigial, but the ship itself is much more massive than a claymore by leaps and bounds. This appears to be the first true capital ship of the hegemony that you've seen. But you are at distance enough when you scan and check it that it is not something that you're certain that you're not picked up on. Okay, with that being the starting location and that being the kind of understanding, you also note that it looks like the micro black hole has maneuvered away from Urnam, and it is just in a kind of a ruined state. Where it has gone, you can't be certain. You begin your search for the parish from here. There are effectively this is like a skill challenge from the D&D parlance, but a little different on how it operates. There are effectively 4 different routes that you can utilize to try and figure out where the parish is located. So attempt 1, or what you would do with attempt, or what you would do to attempt to find it, is piloting. You are basically utilizing the piloting skill to try and maneuver through and kind of allocate where, based on current positioning of the asteroids in the Cambion, where it is most likely to be. And again, any attempts on these, remember, Cambria is adding +2 to your rolls because she has an idea of where it's at and more knowledge in space to kind of gauge that. Second, you would try and scan and use small short-term scans to kind of locate it specifically, and that would be a computer's roll. Standard good old-fashioned optics and eyes are definitely something that can help you in this regard, and that obviously would be just a regular perception check. And last but certainly not least, understanding the nature of the structure and its religious significance would also allow you to kind of utilize the way and your study of religion to try and suss it out. So religion is an option as well. Each one of you can attempt the same skills. You could all just roll perception checks if you wanted to. But obviously with the bevy of options, there's probably better ones that you could choose from. So we'll go ahead and start with the captain, of course. Captain Ross, what skill would you like to utilize to try and help the crew find the parish?
Piloting.
All right. Go ahead and give me a piloting roll. Captain?
You said it's a +2 bonus?
+2 bonus from Cambria, correct?
$29.
So I think that's the first time you've rolled high too, buddy.
Yeah.
So good. Again, the piloting is on par with what you'd expect from Ross. He has definitely proven to be a very solid captain and a solid pilot of the Longhorn. In the maneuvering, there will be no issues, and in your kind of attempts to find it, you feel like you're kind of narrowing in on certain quadrants of the Cambion that feel like they are correct. So this is a success, and I will consider it a critical success, and it will count as 2 successes towards what we're pulling towards. All right, next up, I'll go ahead and say number 1, so that'll be Twee. Kimmy, what would you like to use as your skill?
Computers, naturally.
Okay. Scans coming from the comm station. Hell yeah. Not a critical, but solid. You're scanning along and kind of like agreeing with Ross. You two are kind of doing like a lot of back and forth. You've done a lot of hiding, probably in a Cambion. You made your way across here when you first set out to the outer side. So yeah, you guys are doing some solid work here. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and see who's next. Chandler. How is Smalls dealing? What's his plan here?
Just to be slightly different, not the most optimal choice, but he's going to use religion.
Okay.
He is technically very religious towards his own ship and hoping that allows to see out this structure. It's dope.
Yeah. So you've paid attention to Esso and his kind of discussion of like where he came from. You obviously came into the crew after he did, but you've definitely been interested in a lot of the stuff that he's had to say regarding his background. And I don't think Esso's been a very quiet individual regarding that. Is that fair to say, John?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, you've definitely had conversations with Esso that have been very informative, enlightening even. And if you can kind of see Twee and Ross kind of talking about this situation, you start to kind of weigh in, kind of designating that, like, it needs to be kind of at this kind of point. It would definitely be at a point that would have this kind of signature because they are, utilizing Ashtari Mist. It is, a hegemonic cult, so they definitely are using hegemonic mist. So it has to be somewhere near where that would be prominent. Okay. Let's see. Team, newer to the ship, and obviously not, I mean, you might have overheard some conversations regarding Esso and his background, but yeah, you have a couple of options on the docket, and you earlier this session learned that you had more skills than you thought you did. Which one would you like to utilize for this specific challenge?
My highest one is still my eyeballs.
Perception. Yeah, you're just kind of like, everybody's talking and you're keeping an eye on the screen. You're kind of watching all of the monitors and just seeing if like anything pops out to you. Absolutely. Team with his arms crossed, just watching.
Nope, he ain't seeing nothing.
And this is
what's happening.
This is our first failure of the crew. You kind of don't really know what's going on, and you're not, not to kind of pigeonhole a game into like a specific box, but you're not punching or any, or deflecting blasters or anything. So this is kind of like a situation where you feel like, I hope everybody else knows what they're doing, because I have no idea what's happening.
Exactly.
Okay. Last but certainly not least, you are familiar with where you came from, Esso. So when it comes to this check, not only will you have the +2 from Cambria, but you'll also have a +2 from your own knowledge. So +4 bonus for you on whatever skill you'd like to utilize.
I was going to use computers for the navigation.
Okay. Yeah, you're kind of locking in with Twee, kind of focusing in on the navigational arrays. You know what it looks like, at least from the inside, and you feel like that's definitely helpful. So go ahead and give me that roll.
Do I add a +4 to the modifier for circumstance?
Yes, please.
Oh. It only did a 1.
Well, 1 and 4. Just click it and roll it, and we'll figure it out.
Oh,
Okay.
I think I did it.
I'm bad at math, but I think we can figure it out.
Oh, come on.
It's okay. Yeah, looks right. So, you kind of feel like you've kind of cornered the area where it's located. With Ross's critical success, and and Geem's failure, that puts us at a total of 5 successes. And this maneuvers you to an area, a region of the Cambion that you feel is definitely where it is most likely to be. I need one last d20 roll to see if there's another random encounter. Obviously, you're doing a bit of like maneuvering around and searching, so you could have drawn attention.
I'm rolling it if no one else does it.
Mhm.
3, 2, 1, rolling it. That's a 1, baby.
Yeah. So, as you're maneuvering through the Cambion and looking for it, you do find it. It's mostly found on the computer maps. Basically, Twee is like, "Is this it?" And so you kind of look at it. You're like, I can't tell without a visual." And then they pop in a visual. They're able to get that locked in, and yeah, for sure, it 100% looks exactly like where you remember popping out of. You could remember the day you launched yourself out of the space in the sublight pod, and this is exactly it. It sits on a broken remnant of an asteroid, and it seems to just float in the mass of what was once a very massive asteroid itself. And inside of its area, it is just filled with the Ashtari mist. Now, we've discussed Ashtari mist in a limited format. I want to make sure we're clear as to what it is. If you're familiar with the Dune series, in this description you may see some kind of similarities to certain spices, but let me explain. Ashtari mist is a gaseous, but turns into more of like a solid, powdery form when brought into atmosphere. Ashtari mist arises from the interiors of planets and also the detonation of stars when they go supernova or nova. And Ashtari mist is basically filled with the way, pure and raw, unadulterated energy just stored in compact. When it is consumed, either by imbibing through smoke, or it is consumed by powder, either by snorting or eating, it emboldens the capabilities and connections to the way for the person who imbibes it. Ashtari mist can also be utilized to serve more mundane functions, such as powering items and explosive devices. The way conduit that you have, um, uh, Captain Ross, it does appear that its core is kind of a solidified cylindrical core of Ashtari mist in its center. So it was used by the for similar purposes to what the cults and way users of today use it for. This kind of access and emboldening of power. The other thing that you see in your kind of positioning here, and unfortunately, I think that either one of these options is probably going to move us well over time. So I'm just going to give you the option and we'll discuss the options a bit here. But the other thing that you notice inside of Cambion with that one is that there is a trawler that appears to have been disabled, and it looks like it is taking quite a bit of damage. When I say trawler, I mean like a truck, like, as we understand it, like a semi-truck, kind of like something that was moving goods and materials through the Cambion. And based on what you're seeing here, it looks like it is basically free chicken. Like it's a completely destroyed, well, not like utterly destroyed, but a slightly destroyed ship that was transporting goods. So, discussing what happens next. Now, I'm going to say that Cambria has a vote, but her vote is she will go with whatever the captain says. But she is very focused on the parish itself and is not too concerned about the potential for free items and loot in the truck. But that shouldn't have any weight on what you as a character and as a player want to engage in. So going backwards through the group and discussing. Esso, you understand that you came out here for a specific task, but this new thing has arisen as a potential boon for you and your crew. What would you like to do? Would you rather go straight to the mission at hand, or would you like to investigate this um, this wreck, this derelict?
Sorry. Does it specifically? Is it related to the parish?
You don't know.
Okay. If
For-
it's
Hold on. For all intents and purposes, the nature of it's out here. It was either moving through this space and doing so without kind of papers, because if you were moving like something of substance, you would have just gone through the gates. Like unless it was like illegal and off the books.
right.
Or it was specifically coming out here to find an asteroid station like the parish and deliver goods to it. So you don't know. But it could be related.
I would put my vote in towards. Actually, I would actually put it towards the thing because it would the derelict because it would delay us going to the parish.
Okay. And just so we have an idea, I'm going to post the link for the specific class of ship. It's dedicated. It's a Starsmith Guild's Prime Mover. It's the class of ship that we're talking about here. And basically, when I post it, you'll see what I mean by it just being like a trawler. Like it's like a shipping container boat, but in spaceship form. And you'll probably be seeing it. You see how it has the whoops exterior at the bottom there? That's probably the state of it right now. And of course, we'll be using Sheipaku sci-fi maps for those watching at home. I've just moved us to the picture of effectively what that looks like. Thank you, Sheipaku, for all your cool maps. Obviously, we use them quite a bit here. So, John, you vote for the shipping container, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on then next to, I think it was Geem.
So there's like no way this thing's gonna move
No,
enough to worry about.
It's blown the shit out of. It's going to be here for a while. It may be the case that someone else
I mean
gets...
the parish.
Oh, the parish is... Yeah, it's there, too. You have the asteroid locked in. There's no way you're losing it now.
Okay. But yeah, the ship.
Okay. And then what about you, Smalls?
I'm also game for the ship, being the guy who quite likes ships.
Yeah, and this is a kind of ship that you've probably seen quite a lot of. Prime movers are a very generic kind of style of ship, and yeah, you've seen them pop at the Sapphire a bit. Okay, Twee and Captain. Obviously, Captain has override, so he can say whatever. But Twee, are you for getting free shit, or do you want to go straight to the job?
Oh, free shit.
Okay, and then last but not least, Captain Ross.
I'm all for free shit. We
Okay.
just got the new space pocket installation thing. I'm ready.
So just as a note for above table, if you've all played Baldur's Gate 3, there's like those moments where you do something that's kind of like, it's not something that like they're going to vocally kind of say that they hate or vocally say that they like, but you know when you do something and they're kind of like, someone dislikes that pops up above their head. That would be the case with Cambria in this moment, but it's not like she's going to quit the party or anything. It's just she does see it as you're going towards something more mercantile than the mission at hand. And with that, what I'm going to say, too, is temporally we've got 10 minutes. I'm going to say we're going to go ahead and end the session a little early. And then at the start of next session, we will be moving up on the prime mover, the wreckage, the derelict, and investigating it. We will not be playing next Tuesday. right?
What?
Let me double check.
I
No,
thought it was
no.
the Tuesday after.
Calendar.
Yeah, I thought it was Gen
Next
Con.
Tuesday.
Gen Con.
I'm checking my calendar. So next Tuesday is Gen Con.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The 20
I thought it was the week of
it's
the,
the
the
20
third.
it's the 29th through the 4th. Or the 2nd.
Gotcha.
So that is next week. So we will not be playing next Tuesday, but we will be returning on the 4th of August, those watching at home. And that's when we will engage with the Prime Mover. Yeah, but we will be at Gen Con. If you see us around and you're watching this, probably not. But say hi, it's fine. And all one viewers. It's probably just me or somebody in this room. But
I would watch it if I could.
I mean, again, it seems to be running fine for people. Like they've said, it's been okay lately. There were a couple of hiccups not that long ago, I guess, but I've been doing my best. Huh?
Do they get your browser encountered an error while decoding this video?
Yeah, that happened a lot.
You only
I
get it on Opera
still
now.
get it.
Yeah.
I'm
If
on
you use-
Firefox.
I don't know about Firefox. I know if you use Chrome, it will show the stream now.
That's crazy though, because it's the only.
It also will, like, if you use it on like a cell phone, it won't show it, but on an iPad, it will. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me why.
What about the app, the Twitch app? Does it work?
Yeah, it won't work on the phone, but it will work on an iPad if you have the Twitch
Oh,
app.
fuck.
Oh
man.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm working in Chrome. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
Well, there you go. If you're watching this, you're probably on Chrome. We will be playing on Thursday. Brent will be running the last session of our Tomb of Fate. I believe we're still, we've got one slot still. I think me and Chandler will be in that one together. Urut and Dargor team up. I'm going to try and get a newer player, but if people in here are interested, sign up. I think Travis already has. I should have characters who died on Thursday drawn tomorrow. It has been a hell of a week. Yeah, they should be finished or at least started tomorrow. And then on Friday, we'll be doing the Expanse. And then I think that's it until Gen Con. So thanks for watching. We'll see you either at Gen Con or when we get back. Ciao.